I don't know that I would have ever gotten the ovaries to address this stuff, except that I have a baby girl. And so looking at the parameters I knew that she would learn to squeeze herself into, it wasn't a question if this was actionable or not. It had to be done. And so I thought honestly about where I had learned this. And it had not been from the media. It had been in my home. It had been from my mother. It had been from her friends. It had been from my friends. And that the primary place I learned to limit myself as a woman was from other women, from their example. And so to hold myself accountable, this is not about blame or where the proper finger should be pointed. We've come a long way. We have much farther to go. It's about owning my voice and the power of it. And that when my daughter looks at me, I am not teaching her any of that conditioning. So I have a suggestion. This is an old paradigm, and it's really old, like it just sucks. We need a new one. I have an idea. I wouldn't like it if I heard me say that because I hate rules. So this is not about rules, this is about expansion. This is what I would like to hand to my baby, and this is what I think we can accomplish. My baby, my body is mine to govern, and yours is yours to govern. That means that what I put on it, if I decorate it or not, what I choose to do with my health or not, how I exercise or not, all of that is my business. Who I have sex with, I want to add that, that's a really important one. All of those things are my business. I get to choose that, I get to operate within my own value system, and so do you. And I have so much room for your values to look different than mine. Okay? We're not each other's keepers anymore. This is my body, and that's yours. 2, beauty is subjective and mine to define. So for me, I really like to decorate myself. For me, there's a very big difference between decorating myself and believing that I am decor. You don't have to think the same way. Those are the values I've arrived at. Nice and roomy. Okay? Beauty. What do you think? That's a really good question. 3, I deserve to feel safe in my body, and so do you. I will never look at another 13-year-old girl and tell her to cover up because her body is dangerous. I will not pretend that there's a preventative outfit that will keep her from abuse. I will not hand her that. And I will stand anywhere in the way of violence against her person because she deserves to feel safe in her body. And our voices, our stories, our perspective, and our leadership matters. Our leadership matters today. It's a dangerous time to be a lot of different people. There's a civil rights movement happening right now. There are people begging for their stories to be told. We can do a better job of that up here, and we're working on it. We are the people who can lead that conversation better. I believe wholeheartedly that the very people with the empathy and communication skills to sit down with a pizza and have real conversations about how we need to move forward differently are obsessed with their thighs right now. And I believe that the women in this room can change that. So how does that work? I saw this video on Facebook the other day, and it was like perfect timing. So maybe some of you saw it. But it was like a what happens in this scenario? Let's put this woman in a scenario and see what she does, which I love. But in this one, it was a woman in a waiting room, and she was the only one that wasn't in on the experiment at first. So she's in a waiting room for like a doctor's office. And they ring a bell, like Pavlov's dog, and everyone stands up and sits down whenever this bell rings, which is not like normal behavior in a waiting room. So she watches a couple of times, like, what the fuck? And she starts standing up and sitting down, because that's what everybody else is doing. So then one by one, those people go back to their appointments, and they're all gone, and it's just her. She's alone in a room. Ding. That is us in our mirrors. That shit that you have learned to say to yourself is conditioning. Those aren't even your thoughts. You go home and say, I'm not enough, I'm not worthy, my voice wasn't right, this jiggled too much. All of that was fed to you. It's not even your voice until you make it, and you're at home in your mirror, and you're just standing up, and you're sitting down, and it's bullshit because you're better than it. So anyway, it goes on. And other people join in that are not a part of it. And so she's standing up and sitting down with a bell. And the first guy asks, like, why are you doing that? And she goes, the other people were doing it. And so then one by one, new people come in. And because of her standing up and sitting down, everybody's standing up and sitting down. This is just basic psychology. This is what we're doing. And I'm not holding us accountable for our own abuse, not at all. But I am saying that we have so much more power in changing this narrative than we realize.